Hello, this is Sierra and welcome to another video. Today we are doing another story. We are doing chapter 11 of book 4 of the Clockwork Chronicles, also known as the final episode. Yes. Simple as that. Reset the timer again. Pause. Set. Here, timer has been set. Let's do this. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm only having a timer, so if there is a short chapter, I can go on to the next one. So, yeah. Just so you know, chapter 11. If you haven't read any of the other chapters, be sure you do so. Yeah, because that's important. Yeah. It was a calm, clear blue day in the lovely world as the boy wandered around the house aimlessly, accompanied by an amused elephant. Biddy had decided to join him on a short walk around the house, just so that the boy could think. Sam needed time to be able to process all the thoughts that constantly bombarded his mind. He never seemed to get a break from them, but as he continued to walk, he rounded a corner, spotting Squishy and Polly over near Harrison's Hill, picking flowers quietly. Squishy mainly doing all the talking, since none of the helpers could really respond with words. Sam had never really understood why this was the case. But whenever the boy had asked Tempe why his helpers couldn't talk, his friend really couldn't give him an answer. He supposed it was just one of the many unsolved mysteries of the lovely world. A mystery we may never find out. Sam headed towards the two ladies, waving a greeting as he met up with them. Biddy at his heels with a grin on his face as he went to take some flowers from the ground himself, throwing them into the air. Yeah. How are you two? What are you two up to? The boy asked curiously as he looked over at the reindeer and duckling, who both were holding flowers in their arms. Oh, nothing really. Polly is just helping me pick out some flowers so we can make something nice with them. The ducklings shrugged. Like, maybe a floral necklace or something like that? Cool. The boy nodded. He looked at the flowers in her bundle. Looks like you have yourself a few dandelions and whatever that blue flower is. That's a cornflower, the duckling said. Polly found one in the plains a few days ago and has been growing them here. They aren't very common here, though. That's because Stampy lives in a swamp biome. Oh, okay. The boy nodded. They look pretty though. They kind of match the color of your eyes. The Squishy chuckled and blushed, managing a sad smile as she looked down at the flowers. Her expression looked so longing and sad, as if she wanted something more than this. Everything okay? The master was concerned. Yeah, it's just... Do you think Stampy would mind us doing all of this when he's still in danger? She asked. I hate doing something like this, but he's still out there somewhere, needing our help. Can't help. I'm sure he doesn't mind, the boy said. Besides, my aunt is doing the best she can. She could be getting really close by now, for all we know. How can you be so sure? The duckling asked. Have you heard from her recently? No, but I would like to expect that I will hear something soon, the boy shrugged. To at least let us know what's going on, and if we can help her and solve anything that might suggest a clue of some kind. Squishy nodded. I just feel so helpless, not knowing what's going on. Can't imagine what he must be going through. Me neither, the boy agreed. But we will find him. I know. How do I explain this to him? She gestured to the flowers. How can having fun be any help for him? Having fun is nothing to feel guilty about, the boy said. Sometimes you need to take a break from the worries and burdens. Just enjoy yourself. Stampy would probably understand that. You know what he's like. She managed to smile. Yeah, I guess I'm being a little rather silly feeling this way, aren't I? You have every right to feel what you feel, the boy said. You understand the dangers, but you're willing to live a little as well. We all need to do that. Stampy needs to be strong and ready to jump. Needs us to be ready to be strong and ready to jump into action if he needs us. and we can do something. Right now, it's all part of waiting. Can we try to get a hold of Rose then? See if she has any news? Squishy asked, pulling her flowers as she dusted herself off. You sure? Sam asked with uncertainty. I want to know what's going on, the duckling insisted. I hate being in the dark when I know my friend can be suffering so much. Those men could be... I don't want to know what they could be doing, but I don't want him to suffer through this any more than he needs to. I understand, the boy nodded. But there is a chance she might not be there. He still wouldn't hurt to try, right? Squishy asked. Yeah, it really wouldn't hurt. The boy agreed with a smile, and he gestured for her to follow. He understood her concern because he felt the same. He knew it would be good to try to get a hold of someone, see what they could learn about what they had found so far, why they hadn't done so sooner. He wasn't so sure. Suppose it just never came across his mind. Sam walked down towards the cat's bedroom and entered it before long. He headed for the hidden room and began to climb the ladder, hearing Squishy coming up from right behind. As he made it to the top, looking around the empty room before heading to the machine. Once he had made it there, he quickly put in the coordinates he knew fairly well, sending out a signal to be anxiously awaited for something, just for someone to receive the message to talk to them. A few moments passed before a signal finally sent through. One could finally hear his aunt calling on the other side. Hello? Hey, Rose, Sam said simply. How are you? I'm doing good, she replied slowly before asking. Are you here for news about Stampy? Yeah, maybe, the boy said. She chuckled. Should have expected to hear from you eventually. Do you have any news? Squishy asked quickly, before the boy could say anything. Yeah, I have news, but it's very complicated. She sighed as she shook her head. I got word that a friend who had been trying to follow the tracks of an escaped prisoner here she felt might have something to do with Stampy. What do you mean? Sam asked. Who was it? RJ, unfortunately, Drew sighed. I've already given Santiago a heads up to be about security for Nettie, don't worry. That's good, the boy nodded. But how could RJ's escape have anything to do with Stampy? RJ was last seen with 3 other men with him. They were our own men, Rose said plainly. I've been trying to find out what they were doing and where they went, but it just simply disappeared. Just like Stampy. But why was it cost for RJ after everything he's done? Sam asked plainly. Rose sighed. That's a real question indeed. Unless those men were trying to do a trade, or deal, so to speak. Squishy gasped in horror. The boy tensed, feeling himself having to quench the anger that boiled inside of him. Are you looking into it? He asked. I'm getting really close, Rose replied. But I might be wrong. Just be careful, Sam told her. I will if you will, she replied. Sam nodded. That's good. I'll get in touch with you if anything comes up, Rose replied matter-of-factly. I promise. We'll be waiting, the boy said with a nod, before wishing his aunt well as they disconnected. Sam looked over at the duckling, whose expression was that of sadness. Do you think that was what the men were referring to when he said Mr. A had plans for Stampy? Squishy asked slowly, shaking her head as she wiped away tears that were starting to form. Maybe, the boy said with a shrug. But I don't see why they would have to try to go after you. Maybe they wanted to distract us by taking it, she said. So that Rose wouldn't have noticed this small slip-up. But that didn't happen, the boy pointed out, which means we're getting somewhere. But is it enough? She asked with uncertainty. It has to be, the boy told her, and he went to the ladder. He descended the ladder and stepped into the cat's bedroom, hearing the duckling following shortly behind. His mind couldn't help but wonder just what really was going on. If what he'd heard was true, Stampy could be closer than he'd ever been before, and no one had even realized it. Hopefully, he could be found before it was too late. That was the last thought on his mind as he looked out of the window that led off to the balcony, trying to find the courage and hope he would need to push through these next few anxious hours while waiting for answers that might never come. There was a chance it was already too late, but he couldn't let that get to him. He had to believe Stampy was still out there, alive, breathing, just waiting to be rescued, to be saved from those who would certainly do him harm if they truly wanted to. It was the only thing he wanted to hold on to. To hope that he would see Stampy again soon, whenever that might be. Why don't we do one more chapter? Chapter 12. I can do that. It's a spontaneous, it's not a short chapter, it's hit the 10-minute mark, but I'm going to go a little bit longer. Chapter 12. Well, hello there, a voice spoke from above him. As the cat looked up at the face that was peering down at him, it was that of a young woman, her dark hair tied back, her eyes glowing with that of curiosity. The cat was relieved to see her face, even though he didn't know who she was or if he could even trust her. All he knew was that she wasn't a part of those men who had put him in this awful place, at least not. What did you find? A male voice asked from behind her, as the young woman looked back over her shoulder to say something the cat didn't quite catch. He struggled to say something through the gag, tired of on how uncomfortably he felt lying down in his position. In the dark, he hadn't realized he had been lying down. It had been too hard to tell between being surrounded by cramped walls of darkness. Here, let me help you get out of there, she said softly as she reached down and grabbed the cat gently, pulling him out of the compartment as he leaned against her, feeling sore and lightheaded. But he was breathing. He was alive. Now the gag was gone. She'd taken it out. He could finally speak. Finally say something. Thank you. The cat stuttered exhaustedly. His eyes felt heavy. He tried to find the strength to lift his head. But he heard footsteps coming towards him. He see black shoes in front of him. He felt so tired to look up. Too tired to look up. Here, drink this, a male voice said, as he held out a potion of healing the cat recognized. He felt the bonds behind him finally snapped. The metal cuffs clattered to the floor. He went to grab the potion, trying to ignore how red his wrist looked. Thank you, the cat said again, drinking the potion as the soreness instantly disappeared. His voice restored, his strength increased. He was feeling like he would pass out at any moment. He felt stronger, felt freer. He felt he could enjoy fresh, clean, natural air, not underground, damp air. Not the dry and stifling compartment air. Fresh air. Air that would relieve, refresh, restoring. Is that all you can say? The man asked with amusement. The cat looked to see that he had an eyebrow raised. No, of course not. Of course it isn't. Cat muttered sheepishly. Good. Man, give us his name? Yeah, my name's Dumpy, the cat said, looking at the both of them. It's yours. The area around them suddenly went still for a moment. The cat noticed the look of surprise and shock on both of their faces. He wasn't sure what he'd done. Had he done something wrong? Had they recognized him? Had he made a mistake? Would they throw him back into the compartment and sit on it to make sure he didn't make it out this time? You're not his brother, aren't you? The young woman asked quietly. Yes, that's me. The woman glanced over at the young man and then back at the cat, back at her friend. We should let Nettie know. You sure that's a good idea? Don't even know who put him down there, the man said. For all we know, we could be running into something much more sinister. Are you saying we made a mistake? She asked her. No, we didn't, the man corrected. I don't want the wrong people knowing, you know? Fine. But we need to tell her, or at least Santiago, the woman said. We can't just leave him here and risk whoever did this to come back. Santiago? Who's that? The cat asked, confused. He's Nettie's bodyguard, the man said. Didn't know? Hardly, the cat muttered. At least I didn't know his name. Alright, okay. The man said with a smile. The name's Z, and this is Salem. Pleasure to meet you. Salem said happily as she went to help him to his feet. Do you think you can walk? How alone? The cat sighed. We really do need a work pass, Z warned slowly, as the cat finally stumbled to his feet. Before those guys come back. Oh, I wouldn't have to worry about that, a voice said from the doorway as the cat gasped in surprise and fear when he saw one of the men by the door. Had they seen the two rescuers walking in here? What would they do to him? Had he made this even worse for everyone? And why not? Steve said with a raised eyebrow. Because that cat is our responsibility, the man scowled. We can deal with him without you two nosing in. And why should we believe you? Salem demanded. Were you the ones who locked him down there? Then why would we do that? The man said, his eyes moving over to the cat as a shiver ran through him. It was a warning glare. Threat. He was too scared to speak. Too scared to move. He felt helpless and vulnerable. They wouldn't stand a chance with these men. The cat watched as the men walked into the room. The threat of them blocking, the three of them blocking the door. There was no way out. They were trapped. Hand them over, one of the other men warned, or you'll suffer the consequences. You can't punish us, Salem said defiantly. Where are your bodyguards? We can do what was necessary to ensure your safety, the man scowled. By locking him under a cupboard? He nearly died under there. Salem shouted. The man laughed. He would have been fine, little one. Are you blind? Salem snapped angrily. Salem. She warned as she went to step between them and the men. You really don't want to test our patience, YouTuber, the third man said. Best hand him over and you'll be fine. You'll have to get through me, Dee said firmly. Or just let us talk to Santiago about this. He deserves to know what's been going on. No, he does not need to know what... No, it's better if he doesn't. So his reputation doesn't get tainted because of him. The man pointed a crooked finger at the cat. Shuddered as he looked away, hating how all the men had their eyes on him. Step aside, YouTuber. That's our final warning, the third man said, not warned. He hesitated, looking back at the both of them, uncertainty. Is it all right if we have a moment to talk? Be quick about it. The first one snapped. The YouTuber nodded as he turned to the two of them. Do you think you can get out of here with him if they distract him? He whispered softly. What? No! What are you? Salem asked, just as hushed. Can't let those men take him back, she said. This is the only way I can think of to get you both out safely. But Salem hesitated. Please, trust me on this. I'll be fine. They'll get in big trouble up there, the man says. You could say that it was an accident, she said sharply. Santiago believes us more than he does those twerps. They said confidently. Did you just call us twerps? One of the men asked angrily. Man, Z rolled his eyes as he continued. Please, if this doesn't work, I need you to get in touch with him. Let him know what's going on. I have a feeling something isn't right about all this. Okay, she said slowly. Promise me. I promise, she said, her expression being of regret. No doubt, she didn't want this to go on. Time's up, one of the men shouted. You have your decision? Yeah, of course I do, the young YouTuber said, as he turned around to face them. His eyes were ablaze with determination. Not be denied. Well, spit it out then, the other man snapped. You'll have to stop us first before you can get to him, the man said. You have no right to do any of this kind of stuff. We didn't even say we did shove him in that compartment, the first man hollered. But you knew where we were going and tried to stop us, Z pointed out. Seems awfully suspicious to me, saying that we found our friend's brother down here. The man scoffed. That was just a coincidence. I doubt it. I doubt it. Salem spat as the man charged at them. The cat watched as the YouTuber stood his ground, creating an opening for the two of them to slip through. Salem did as she had promised, guiding him slowly to the door. When they were no more than 5 feet away, someone suddenly grabbed him from behind. The cat screamed. "Let him go!" Salem shouted, as the cat felt a warm cloth covering his mouth and nose. She was forced to breathe in the sweet scent of something unfamiliar. "Salem, get out of here!" she shouted as the cat watched. A man lunged towards her. She dodged him and ran, managing one apologetic look back at the cat before disappearing into the woods. Soon the cat's vision blurred as everything went black. He remembered nothing more as he felt his body go limp. He fell into unconsciousness. Stubby woke up in a haze as he slowly began to open his eyes. He didn't know where he was or how he had gotten there. All he knew was that he was alone in this dark room with the window covered in black fabric. Was it painters? He couldn't be sure. His eyes blinked as he tried to look around the dark room. The sun seemed to have already fallen as he sat in a chair, which was hard and scratchy against his bottom. The cat groaned as he shook his head, trying to get the hazy feeling of a light and sweet dreams out of his mind. It had been one of the most restful sleeps he had in a while, but it didn't feel real. How long had he been out? Hours? Was this even the same day? Had to be. Where was he? Suddenly, it all started to slowly come back to him. Fidgeted in his seat, realizing it was dread that his arms were bound behind him once more. His ropes tied him to the chair he was sitting in. How long had he been here? "Hello? Is anyone there?" the cat asked, calling out for someone. Anyone to hear him. He heard nothing. No response. Just someone was around. He swallowed as he tried to think about what had happened. He'd been found by 2 friends who had known about Nettie, which meant he was somewhere by his sister. He was in her world, imprisoned by some of the bodyguards that had been assigned to protect her and her friends. But why? Why did these men want to hurt him so badly? Get back at her? What did they think they could accomplish by hurting him? By even killing him? The cat took a shallow, deep breath as he felt his stomach growling, wondering when he'd last eaten. Would these people bother to feed him before being rid of him? Probably not. They'd waited until nightfall to try to finish him, shattered by darkness. If anyone had known about this, would they have been stopped by now? Wouldn't someone have found him by now? Was he truly alone here, not knowing if anyone would ever find him? The cat looked around the room quietly, feeling a wave of uneasiness fill him as he waited in silence. Suddenly, he heard some commotion behind him as he tried to turn to look behind him. The chair would allow him to. "Who's there?" The cat called again, tensing as he heard footsteps approaching him. "It's good to see you've joined the party," a male voice said from behind him, and a chill went through the cat's spine. He felt a presence behind him. "I'm sure the others will be arriving soon." "Others? What others?" the cat demanded, as the man behind the voice walked around so that he was visible to the cat. The cat recognized him as one of the men who had taken him through that portal to bring him here. The same man who had stopped his escape, shoved him into the compartment to begin with. "My allies came to see the triumphant celebration of a long-awaited justice," the man said smugly. "Your death." "Why me? I'm innocent," the cat insisted. "You deserve this, traitor," the man sneered. "And no amount of lies you tell will change that." "Deserve what? To die? I've done nothing wrong," the cat demanded. But that's not true," the man mused. "You betrayed your vocation to our enemies. You accused Gerald of your misdeeds, and you betrayed your own friend to save your own skin." "But Gerald did all that. I didn't even know how to use a communicator back then. I didn't know the men were watching me. I didn't know anything was going on until Sam found me." cat persisted, only to be slapped in the back of the head. That's a bunch of lies, and you know it. The man sneered. That's why we're doing this, to expose the truth and finally be rid of you. Just like Gerald would have wanted. Gerald betrayed us. He wanted to see me get killed. He did everything he could to make sure I was alone and vulnerable. Defenseless. I'm innocent. He could have killed me. Cat said weakly. Well, you'll die alone now as well, the man said with a chuckle. What goes around comes around, doesn't it? No, Cat said, shook his head. I don't deserve this. But before he could say any more, a door opened and the cat watched as people started to file in. First, 1 or 2 filed in, then 3, 4, 5 at a time. There were about 30 to 15 people in the room. Many of them were dressed in different styles of clothing, probably due to the fact that they were from different worlds. How was no one noticing this strange oddity and looking into it? Did anyone know he was here, alone with these people who wanted to see him get executed? Is this everyone? The man asked, his voice loud and heard, commanding and firm. He sounded like a leader. A few of us couldn't make it, someone shouted from the crowd. But this should be everyone. Good, the man said with a nod as he turned to face the cat, pulling a small dagger. Now, where should we start? Make it slow and painful as possible. Someone shouted from the crowd. Make him suffer, another hollered. Make him regret what he did, another demanded. Tears formed in his eyes as he shook his head, feeling the 50 or so people on him. It felt like he could drown in the ocean, fall into a dark endless abyss, get surprised by a million creepers, and still never find the same way he was feeling. He felt barren, vulnerable, weak, insignificant, small. He couldn't escape their remarks, their scorn, their cruel words. Was this really it? Was this really how he was going to end? Are you ready to face the fate you deserve, Stamper Cat? The man asked him coldly. I'm innocent, the cat stuttered weakly, hating the ridicule he received from the crowd. Liar! Cheat! Deceiver! You deserve to die! The cat could feel himself shaking his head solemnly as he felt the tears start to fall down his face. This was what Gerald thought he had deserved months ago. This was what many people here thought he deserved now. Was it really enough for them? Was it really enough to satisfy the hurt and brokenness people were feeling? That they all felt because of Mr. A? Because of Gerald's lies? This isn't the answer, the cat pleaded. This won't solve anything. But the people ignored him, chanting loudly to block out his words, to drown out his pleas for them to reconsider, for them to think about what they were going to do. Who could destroy an innocent life? All the lies they thought were true, what they believed were true. He couldn't change their minds. They were not going to rest until he was gone. Then I guess we have an unanimous decision here, the man said with a chuckle. As he held the dagger to the cat's throat, hearing the cheers continue as he felt the dagger begin to come closer. Please don't do this, the cat begged, gasping and choking for air as the man tightened his grip on the cat. The cat could see cooler spots in his eyes, and darkness began to close them around him. No, this is what you deserve, traitor. The man holding him whispered into his ear. The cat began to grow dizzy. He felt the dagger prick his skin. Around him began to fade to black. He heard a faint shout of alarm. Before the pressure was released, he already fallen to the floor, just as he reached unconsciousness. That is unfortunately where we're going to have to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and for a bonus chapter. Yeah, well, I'm probably going to have it in the title anyway, so not going to be a big deal. But at least you get 2 chapters in one video. That's good. I might not do this all the time now. Like I could if I have a shorter chapter that I want to do a little longer, but I don't have to. Anyway, this is gonna be the end, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this half an hour long video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and make sure you hit the bell so that you know the next one comes out, because you don't want to miss what happens next, obviously. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye.